Hi, it's Carrie Kerr with Child's Nature, and we're going to try doing something a little bit different this week. We had previously been talking about the goals that we want to have as a group to help our children's development while the kids are all there, and that proved a little bit difficult because we're trying to parent and understand the theme of the week, try to understand how to nurture their growth and development all at the same time. So we're going to try to do a little video segment each week about what it is we're wanting to do as the leaders, as the parents of this group to facilitate each of the kids' learning and growth and development. So if we do a quick review of what we've been working on, we spent the first few weeks of our nature school really just trying to get the kids comfortable, to help them understand that there weren't going to be too many expectations of them right off the bat, that we were interested in what they were interested in, and we showed them that by following their lead and engaging in their interests without asking too many questions, without giving them too many directions. For a lot of these kids, this is their first time doing a group activity. They want mom and dad or gramps right there with them, and that's part of their comfort so that they can grow on to the next level. And so I hope we made it clear to them that this is a comfortable and safe place where they're going to get to really have a great time and have a good association with it. And now that we've hopefully established that a little bit, we can go on to increase our expectations just a little bit. So this week we're going to really add in a little bit of structure, a few kind of group learning activities and rules so that we can practice how to work together. It's not just going to be what they are interested in this week. I mean, we've had to do that a little bit in the previous weeks, like waiting for the train, following directions. Those things are all kind of natural parts of the day, but this time we're going to incorporate it into their learning a little bit. So we're going to go out to the big slide, which is kind of near the train station, and we're going to spend a little bit of time just having the kids play together, which is what they're used to. They're used to not having too many expectations and directions. We're going to give them a chance that now that they're comfortable, have a little opportunity to continue developing those friendships just in a playground setting. So they're going to have the slide, they're going to have a little climbing area, there's going to be a little bit of a trail, and I want them to work on fostering those relationships with the other kids that they've met. If we look at typical development of 3- and 4-year-olds with social rules, they are interested in other children, but they probably still want mom or dad or primary caretaker close by, and we've seen that with the kids. Maybe they want to start compromising and resolving conflicts a little bit, and if that comes up, they're probably going to come back to you and share their story, ask for a little bit of intervening from you, and we can do that, set an example for them of how to resolve those conflicts. And a lot of that's going to go back to that week 1 of just listening and acknowledging their feelings, and hopefully they will come up with some kind of resolution just by helping them understand their feelings. So if we look back at week 1, we're going to listen to them with full attention when they come to us with some of those concerns. We might acknowledge their feelings with just a word. So they might say, you know, Jesse took my favorite rock, and you say, oh, you really liked that rock. You just acknowledge the feelings. You don't necessarily have to jump in and offer a solution. Maybe you give those feelings a name, and the child will go on and say, like, that was my rock, and you might say, it made you mad when Jesse took that rock from you. And so you give those feelings a name, and then you can give their wishes in fantasy. I wish I had a rock for you and Jesse, and see what kind of solution the child comes up with on their own, given those kind of support systems. And then if you look at a 4-year-old, so if you have a child who's a little bit older, we have some 3-year-olds, some 4-year-olds, even a little bit younger and older, but maybe one of the 4-year-olds is going to be a little bit more advanced in helping come up with those conflict resolution themselves. Our 4-year-olds might respond a little bit more sympathetically and help that peer who's upset or in need. Instead of just running to mom or dad, they might have the independence at this stage to kind of be a leader in that. So we can look for those kinds of development within our 4-year-olds and see what the differences are between the 3-year-old social skills and the 4-year-old social skills. So what we're going to do is give them an opportunity to kind of form those relationships, work on that social development, and after they've had enough time, maybe 15 minutes of play, we are going to introduce a little bit of structure. So we're going to do some group games where there's turn taking, sharing, waiting, and following some rules. Not too much, but starting to implement a little bit of structure, again, in the nature setting, so that we can utilize the beautiful environment we have out here at Wildlife Prairie Park, and using all of these other skills that we've established as our baseline. So that's our foundation. That's where we're going for this week. Hopefully that makes a little bit more sense, and the video explanation has offered you the opportunity to focus in a little bit more than when the kids are all running around us. So focusing on social development, so focusing on forming those relationships, and then following a little bit of structure, sharing, and roles within a group setting. That's what we'll be focusing on this week. If you have any questions, feel free to share them with me and email me or call me, or we can discuss in the beginning of group on Wednesday. So thanks for listening, and hope to see you soon. Bye.